comfortable seated position. Have the eyes soft and closed. Feel as you ground down through the sit bones that you feel this upward energy gently allowing the spine to lengthen as the shoulders soften and the shoulder blades slide down the back as the chest opens. And bring a gentle smile to the face. And start to deepen the breath. Feeling a slow, smooth flow of breath moving in and out of the body. Continue to feel a gentle smile on the face. Feel the sense of spaciousness between the hips and the ribs. This effort to create space without rigidity. Inhaling for Om. Take a slow inhalation. Hold at the top of the inhalation. Exhaling with control. Do that 2 more times. Inhaling. Holding at the top. When you need to, exhaling with control. Feel the softness in the shoulders. And gently we'll open the eyes for the eye exercises. If you want to change the cross in your legs, you can do so. And we'll stretch the eyes up to the top of the vision and slowly making full circular movements in a clockwise direction, keeping the movement smooth, the breath relaxed, the shoulders relaxed. Next time the eyes reach 12, let's go in the opposite direction, going anti-clockwise. Keep the movement smooth, the face relaxed. Next time the eyes reach 12, center close, relax the eyes. And taking a few slow, deep breaths in through the nose. And as you exhale, gently feel the eyes softening. And then opening the eyes, stretch out your legs. And let's come up to a standing position when you're ready. Have the feet about shoulder width apart. And we'll gently bring the chin towards the chest and slowly rolling down towards the floor, vertebra by vertebra. Nice and slowly. And then you can take hold of the elbows, relax the head, relax the elbows and the shoulders. Let the weight be equal through the feet. Feel with each exhalation you're releasing and relaxing a little bit more. Change the interlock in the elbows. Continue to soften. Slow, deep breaths. Relaxing the hands and gently rolling up from the base of the spine, tucking the belly button in as you roll up. Then roll the shoulders up, back and down a few times. Good. And then bring the feet closer together, come to the front edge of your mat. Bringing the palms together. Feeling that sense of grounding down through the feet, lengthening up through the top of the head as the shoulders release down. And we'll reach the arms forwards and up. Arms up alongside the ears. And let's do a side bend over to the right side. Keep the right side of the body long as you're lengthening over to the right. So not collapsing. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, stretch over to the left side, keeping the left side of the body long. Make sure the knees aren't locking, the weight's equal through the feet. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let's fold forwards. If you need to, bend the knees as you come down from the hips, relaxing the hands, relaxing the head down. Into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Bend the knees, place the palms to the floor, left leg far back, left knee to the floor, lengthen through the spine. Release the toes on the back foot. Slide the fingertips back in line with the heel and let's rock gently backwards and forwards. Straightening the front leg. As you extend, you can exhale. As you bend, inhale. And gently coming back with the knee bent, hands onto the front knee, shoulders in line with the hips. And gently bring the hands alongside the hips, roll the shoulders back and down, and allow the hips to release down and forwards as you gently look forwards and maybe slightly up. Keeping that extension to the spine, slowly place the hands back onto the floor, continuing to look forwards. Left hand remains on the floor. Let's gently raise the right arm up, looking up towards the hand, left shoulder away from the ear. And slowly coming down. Curl the toes, Lift the back knee, downward facing dog, lift the hips high, looking down towards the feet. Shift forwards into plank pose, bring the body into a straight line. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Baby cobra. And let's do this movement a few times, pressing into downward dog. You can keep the knees slightly bent if you like. Shifting forwards into plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Baby cobra. Downward dog. I'm going to do that one more time. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Downward dog. Good. Left foot forwards. Back knee to the floor. Release the toes. And then slowly, fingertips in line with the heels, slowly straightening the front leg. Bending and extending. As you exhale, you can straighten the leg as much as comfortable. Don't strain. If you inhale, bending. See if you want to have a gentle smile to your face throughout the practice. It will help to release happy hormones. And next time the knee comes forwards, allow the hips to release down, hands onto the front knee. Find your balance. Hands either side of the hips. Relaxing the hands down. Gently see if you can lift the chin very slightly to look forwards and up. Shoulders back and down. Keeping this length to the front of the body now, slowly place the hands back onto the floor, keeping on the fingertips. And we'll raise the left arm up, looking up towards the hand, right shoulder away from the ear. Softness to the breath. And slowly coming down. Right foot to meet the left foot. Relax the head. If you need to bend the knees slightly if the hamstrings are tight. And feel the sitting bones gently lifting up as the back of the legs straighten and the head relaxes down. Hands are relaxed. Let's bend the knees, bring the abdomen onto the thighs. Reach the arms forward so we're in a chair position, squatting position. Arms forwards and closer alongside the ears as you push up. Straighten the legs, gentle back bend. Stand straight. Palms together in front of the chest. Relax the hands, relax the breath. Second round, palms together. Reach the arms forwards and up, gentle back bend, keeping the cervical spine long. Hinging forward from the hips, using the breath how you know how to, with the inhale, exhale. Relax the head. Let's bring the right leg far back. Right knee to the floor. Release the toes. We'll practice Uttan Pristhasana, lizard pose. Step the left foot one step to the left. Left hand to the inside. And then we either stay here, allowing the hips to release down, the spine to lengthen, and for those of you that it's comfortable, we walk the hands forwards. Some of you may be able to place the forearms down on the floor, but don't make that your goal. focus on lengthening through the trunk and breathing into wherever you're feeling tightness. Good. Feel with each exhalation, you soften and relax. Feeling the jaw relax, the neck relax. And trying to soften any areas that feel tight here. Gently bring the hands back, walking them back towards you. Left hand comes back to the outside of the foot. Coming into a downward facing dog, lifting the hips high. Draw the hips up and back. Keep the chest broad. Shift forwards into plank. We're going to come into side plank, turning onto the left side of the foot. See if you can stack the right foot on top of the left foot. Okay. If that's not an option, you can bend the right knee, like I'm doing, place the sole of the foot on the floor. Then we raise the right hand onto the hip, or up towards the ceiling. Okay. So the different options for the legs are stacking the legs. For those of you who want to challenge yourself a bit more, you can try to lift the right leg off the left leg. Don't do anything silly though. See what your body wants to do. And slowly lower down. Come back into downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Let's move into child pose for a moment before we do the other side. Allow the head to relax, the arms to relax, the hips to release back. You can make a pillow with your hands if you like. And allow the breath to soften. The spine to soften. And when you're ready, reach the hands forwards again, press back into downward facing dog. Coming forwards into plank, and we'll step onto the right side. Okay, so right foot, you can bend the left foot, place the sole of the foot onto the floor in front of the hip. Left hand onto the hip as you gently open up. See where you want your arm to go. See where you want your leg to go. See if you want to lift the leg up. Energy through the legs, through the arms. Slowly turn back, come into plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Cobra. So baby cobra, no pressure on the hands. Interlock the fingers, draw the arms back behind you, feeling the front corner of the shoulders opening up. Gentle smile to the face, soft breath. Remember not to force or strain in any pose, but listen to the body throughout the practice. We're going to place the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to explore what it feels like to press the pubic bone into the floor and see if you can lift the thighs off the floor. You can extend through the heels if you like and slowly down. Do that a few times. Feeling that you're pressing up through the feet, lifting the thighs off the floor and lowering down. Good. Lower the legs, come back into downward facing dog. Lengthening through the spine. Bring the right foot forwards, left knee to the floor. Release the toes on the back foot. Step the right foot one step to the right, Uttanapusthasana, right hand to the inside. Respecting any difference between one side and the other, as you slowly walk the hands forwards to wherever's comfortable for you. Listening to your body, moving intuitively, and finding that place of spaciousness where you're applying ahimsa to your practice, that sense of non-harm, not being lazy, but finding that place of a gentle effort. Breath soft, jaw soft. Gently bring the hands back. Bring the right hand back to the outside of the foot, right foot in slightly. And left foot to meet the right foot. And we'll do Charlie Chaplin feet. Turning the toes out to the side, heels together. Head relaxed down. You can have the knees slightly bent if you need to. And we'll draw the hips over to the left as the hands and the torso come over to the right. Breathe slowly and deeply here. Be aware of where you're feeling the stretch. Let's go over to the other side. Hips over to the right, hands and torso over to the left. Relaxing the head, relaxing the jaw. Slowly coming back to center, square up the feet so you can bring feet together. Interlock the fingers behind the back, draw the arms up towards the ceiling as the head releases down towards the shins. The sitting bones lift. Don't force. Gently place the hands back down alongside the feet. Bend the knees. Reach the arms forwards and come up with a flat back. Reaching up. We'll go straight forwards into a third round, hinging forwards from the hips. Relax the head down, left leg back. Knee to the floor, look forwards, right foot back, downward dog. Plank pose, knees, chest, chin. Cobra, downward dog. Use your breath. Inhale, left foot forwards, look forwards. Exhale, right foot forwards. Inhale, coming up from hips. Gentle back bend. Exhale, position 12, palms together. Relax the hands. Relax the breath. And we'll do another round, palms together. Reach the arms forwards and up. Gentle back bend. Hinge forwards. Relax the hands, relax the head. We're going to bring the right foot back, but do not drop the knee to the floor. And walk the hands forwards in front of you onto your fingertips. So you're probably all going to need to look at the screen now. So the left leg's bent, and we're going to start sort of like bunny hopping, up and down. Keep your left knee in line with your ankle, weight equal, so we're bouncing up and down. Only go as high as you can, and as you move or warm up a little bit more, the left leg may be able to straighten more and the right leg coming higher. So bouncy bounce, do it with a smile. Feel that you can elegantly place that right foot back on the floor. Good. Next time the foot comes back, down to the floor, bring the hands back, release the back knee to the floor. Accommodate the back knee as you need to. Hands onto the front knee. Allow the breath to settle. Raising the arms up, alongside the ears. See if you want to make a gentle back bend. If it's uncomfortable for the shoulders with the arms up, you can make a cactus arms. Slowly placing the hands back down onto the floor, coming into downward facing dog. A plank pose. Knees to the floor. Can release the toes. Let's lower down halfway a few times and pressing back up. So remember, the trick is don't go all the way down to the floor. Try and get your shoulders in line with your wrists. Bend the elbows, draw the chest and chin forwards, hover. And push up. Bend the elbows back, move chest and chin forwards, hips forwards, hold, and push back up. I'm missing you guys making all your sound effects that you normally have. Ready? One more time. Bend, shift forwards, hover, hold, smile, and lower all the way down. Lift up the head, neck, and chest. You can lift the hands off the floor. Can rotate the wrists if you like. Hands back to the floor, downward dog. Shift forwards, come into plank pose. We're going to move into upward dog. Keep the buttocks engaged, the thighs engaged, as we draw the hips forwards and the shoulders back, moving into a back bend. Shoulders away from the ears. Good, and back, downward dog. Take a few breaths here. Right foot forwards, back knee to the floor. Just take a moment here, relax your hands. And then when you're ready, curl the toes, lift the back knee, walk the hands forwards. So we're going to start springing up and down again. Lifting the leg up and gently bending and lowering back down. So we're bouncing, keep the right leg into alignment so the knee's not moving in. The weight's equal through the foot as you're lifting the left leg, only as high as comfortable for you. Could be a few inches, it could be all the way up towards the ceiling. Whichever way you're doing, be mindful of your alignment, if your fingers aren't turning white. Mine are. So just try not to put too much pressure as you bounce. So this should warm up the body. I've seen a few people taking off their sweatshirts already, so that's a good sign. Bouncy bounce. Next time the leg comes back behind you, knee to the floor, slide the fingers back in line with your foot. Good. Notice your heart rate. If you're doing it right, you might have a bit of the heart rate. Hands onto the front knee. Allow the hips to settle, the breath to settle. Raise the arms up. So you've got the option to gently arch back, either arms straight or cactus arms. Okay. So the back knee's on the floor, gently leaning back. Work with the breath. Good. And gently lowering back down to the floor. Your left foot to meet the right foot. Relax the head. See if the legs can straighten a little bit easier now, relaxing the head towards the floor. Relaxing the hands. Reaching the arms forwards, coming up from hips, coming up with a flat back, arching back, standing straight, and palms together in front of the chest. Relax the hands. Good. And then move the body however you feel like moving, gently wiggling the hips, moving the wrists, loosening up. We're going to do a balancing pose next. So for the heart rate to gently settle, let's do something simple where we bring the palms together in front of the chest. We press the palms into one another. The legs are straight, but the knees aren't locked. And we place the right foot in front of the left foot, finding a point of focus in front of you. Seeing if you can hold steady. Gentle smile to the face, shoulders down. Good. And bring the foot back. Your left foot in front of the right foot. Again, not locking the knees, but feel that you can press down, especially through the right foot, and feel that you're growing about an inch taller. Trying to balance the weight equally through the feet. There'll be more weight on the right foot than the left foot. But we want the insides, outsides working equally. Good. Release back. Release the hands. Roll the shoulders. Next we're going to do King Dancer pose. So I'll do that from a side angle. We're going to start with balancing on the left leg. Make sure the foot is as straightforward as comfortable for you. Focus on a point in front of you. If you've got a wall handy, you might need to use the wall for support. And we're going to bend the right leg, take hold of the right ankle or top of the foot, and work with getting the thighs into one line. Take some time here to ground down through the left foot and feel that you're growing about an inch taller. Feel energy from the left leg all the way up to the top of the head. And raise the left arm up alongside the ear. If it's comfortable for you, start to draw your right foot away from the buttock and the body. So the right arm straightens, the leg draws back. We're not leaning forwards, we're trying to maintain that alignment while in a straight line. The only thing that's moving back is the thigh, but not out to the side. Gently and slowly releasing the foot, releasing the arm. Good. And then let's do the other side. Grounding down through the right foot, bend the left. Reaching, taking hold. Taking a moment to get the thighs into alignment as much as you can. Feel that you press down through your right foot, lengthen up all the way up through the top of the head. The front ribs are drawing down towards the hips so that we are creating some engagement in the abdominal muscles as we raise the right arm up alongside the ear. Work on having the knees into alignment and do not lock the right knee. Good. Then if it's comfortable, start to draw the left heel away from the bottom. Be mindful not to flare those front ribs, keeping that sense of engagement. This will help to create stability. Keep drawing the heel away. Balancing. Soft breath. Feel that you're growing taller. Good, and gently releasing. Good. And lying down on your back in Savasana. If you need to hug the knees in towards the chest, you can do so. So having the feet shoulder distance apart, the arms slightly away from the body, shoulder blades sliding down the back, tailbone lengthening. And if you need to bend the knees and draw them in towards the chest to release the lower back, do so. Let the eyes soften and observe the energy flowing through the body. Bring a soft, gentle smile to the face, soaking up this moment of Shavasana. A moment of gratitude for making this time for you. And then we're going to bend the knees, place the soles of the feet onto the floor close to the bottom for Setu Bandha Savasana. Bring the arms alongside the body with the palms down. And take a moment to really walk the hands down towards the feet. And you may need to lengthen your tailbone again. Press down equally through the feet, through the triceps and the shoulders as you lift up. Lifting the hips as high as you can, grounding through the feet. See if your fingers comfortably touch the heels. Not just work with drawing them closer towards. You can ground down through the left shoulder, lift the right shoulder up off the floor, and then roll it under, and then do the same with the left. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades closer in. The arms are getting closer together. You can interlock the fingers, pressing down through the feet, through the triceps as you lift the hips up. For those of you that's comfortable, you could take hold of the heels or the ankles. Now this is like doing bow pose, Dhanurasana, the other way around, which we're going to do next. Very slowly, with control, release the shoulders out to the side one by one and rolling down vertebra by vertebra to the floor, from the top of the spine all the way down to the base. And take a few breaths here to relax. Allow the lower back to settle. And then gently stretch out the legs, roll over onto your abdomen. You can rest for a moment in Advasana with the cheek to one side, arms alongside the body. And take a few slow breaths in and out. Gently place the forehead onto the floor. Bend the knees, reach back, take hold of the feet. If you can't comfortably reach, you can take hold of your trousers. And then you can either stay here, if you're getting a stretch to the top of the legs already. You can gently begin to press the pubic bone into the floor so the knees and thighs start to lift. And very gradually pushing the feet back into the hands and lifting up both halves of the body. Beautiful, good. Keep drawing the feet up and back. Arms straight, shoulders back. Head's a continuation of the spine, so the head's gently rolling back, keeping a proportional curve to the neck. Very slowly, release down. We're going to do that one more time, but first relax into Advasana and turn your head to the other side, to what you did before. Observe the heartbeat, observe the circulation in the abdominal area and throughout the body. And then forehead to the floor again, bend the knees, reach back, take hold of the feet, draw the pubic bone into the floor, lift the knees up however much you can, lifting the head, neck and chest, arms straight, working on opening up the front of the body, breath slow, energy through the arms, through the legs, awakening the spine. Seeing if through the breath some gentle rocking might occur, massaging the abdominal organs deeper. Slowly lower back down, both halves of the body to the floor. Relax Advasana. Turn the cheek to one side, relax the head. Then we'll place the hands underneath the shoulders and we'll come up onto all fours. Knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. And let's very gently here start to tilt the pelvis in both directions, very slowly. So it's like we're initiating cat-cow from the pelvic area. We're not doing full movements, just moving the pelvis, loosening up the lower back. And as the spine begins to feel comfortable, you can start to move into a full cat position, rounding the back, chin to chest, and then cow. But listen to the body, see how it feels after Dhanurasana, bow pose. And intuitively moving the body. Watch that you're not bent or hyperextending the elbows. And coming to a neutral position. And then you can sit back towards your heels. And you can rest your head either onto your hands. You can make fist, one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead. Or you can relax the arms forwards, relax the forehead to the floor. Do what feels comfortable for your body. Allow the spine to soften and relax. And slowly we can come back onto all fours. And we'll do dolphin pose. Then we'll bring the forearms down onto the floor, take hold of your elbows. Interlock the fingers in front of you. Curl the toes under, lift the knees up. So we're in a downward dog on the forearms. Draw the hips up and back. And then slowly let's start to keep the legs strong. Move the head and the shoulders forwards. And gently rocking back. Hips back and up. So as we move forwards, we bring the shoulders in line with the elbows, maybe a little bit further, but don't strain the shoulder joint. And then rocking backwards and forwards. Feel that you're pressing your forearms into the floor. Broadening the back as you rock backwards and forwards. Work with your breath. Jaw relaxed. Next time the hips come back, bend the knees, relax the hands. You can release back into whatever version of child pose is comfortable for you. And slowly beginning to sit up. We won't stay in Vrajasana because I know it's not comfortable for quite a few people. So we're going to stand onto the knees now and we're going to practice Ustrasana, camel pose. So you've got the option to curl the toes under or have the tops of the feet on the floor. You want to imagine that your knees and hips are against a wall so that the hips stay forwards, and be mindful not to compress the lower back. So we want to ground down through the knees and feel this upward energy as we arch back. So placing the hands onto the lower back, choose your foot variation, and we're going to very gently keep the hips facing forwards, keep the lumbar spine spacious, start to arch back. The head's the last thing, you don't want to drop the head back. Shoulders gently back, chest open, and focus on creating space in the lower back. So press down through the knees, work on that openness. Hips forwards. And slowly coming back to center. Take a breath in and out, and you can either repeat that again, or if you feel that you could go further, we're going to arch back, keep the hips forwards and see if you could reach back. You may want to lean back momentarily to take hold, but be careful to keep the lumbar spine spacious as you arch back and take hold of your feet. So do whichever option is comfortable for you, being mindful of your back. And then gently releasing, coming back to center. Release the toes. Slowly we'll come into an all fours position. And start to circle the hips in one direction. And then change, go the other direction. coming back to neutral. And we'll come to a seated position with the knees bent in front of you. And sitting nice and tall, trying to have the back as lengthened as you comfortably can, grounding down to the sit bones. And we're going to gently lean back slightly, staying on the sit bones, lift the heels off the floor. Relax the jaw. Arms out to the side if that's an option for you. Shoulders down. Neck long, jaw relaxed. See if you can lift the feet higher. And slowly bend the knees back down. You can allow the back to round, wrap the hands around the legs and relax the head. And take a few breaths. Sitting nice and tall. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to take hold of either around the big toes or the inside of the heels. And we're going to lift the heels of the feet off the floor. Good. Shoulders down, back straight. So you can either stay here, or you could work with gradually opening the feet out wider. Keep the back nice and tall. And then seeing, for those of you that can, see if you can straighten the legs, keeping balancing on the sit bones. Legs are open, shoulder blades are down. Great. Have a smile. Okay, see if you can slowly bring the legs together. Shoulders down. See from here if you can release the hands. Lower the arms to shoulder height. If you roll, it's okay, just let the back relax. And then bend the knees, releasing, relaxing, and allow the head to relax down. Relax the shoulders. And then we're going to be doing eagle pose lying down. It was quite popular the other week as a tummy workout. So we're going to lie on your back with the knees bent. We're going to cross the right leg over the left leg and see if you can hook the right foot around the back of the left. The left arm reaches up to the ceiling, bend the elbow. Bring the right arm under and around and see if you can take hold of the thumb or the wrist. And take a few breaths here. And then slowly we're going to lift the knees up and draw the elbows towards the knees and hold. And slowly lower down with control. The feet don't need to come all the way to the floor if they don't want to. They can just rest. And we're going to inhale, come up, hold. Exhale, come down. Inhale up, squeeze, exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze, exhale down. Good. And release the arms, release the legs, and we'll do the other side. Cross the left leg over the right, hook the left foot around the back of the right. Right arm up, bend the elbow, left arm under and around. Take hold of wherever you can, thumb, wrist, or palms together. Lift the knees up. Gently draw the elbows, lifting the head and shoulders up, hold, and lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Squeeze, exhale, lower down. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax down. And cross the legs and cross the arms and relax in Savasana. Gently roll the head from side to side. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. And bring the legs together. Extend through the heels. Let's lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Take hold of the back of the left leg with both hands. You can interlock the fingers around the back of the leg and try and have the leg straight up so we're at a right angle. Extending energy through both heels. Don't let the arms do too much of the work. And we'll work with exhaling, pointing the toes like a ballerina, and then inhaling, flexing the heel, toes coming towards you. Continue, pointing, exhaling, inhaling, flexing. Continue. Jaw soft. Try and have the leg as straight as you can. Notice the different sensations through the leg as you extend the toes and flex the heel. And gently relax the foot, bend the knee, hug the knee in towards the chest, Ardha Pavana Muktasana, and lift the head up towards the knee. Slowly lower down, stretch out the leg, and let's do the other side. Take hold of the back of the right leg, extending it up. Leg as straight as comfortable. Shoulders relaxed and down, back of the neck long. And let's extend and flex the foot. Working with your breath. Noticing if one leg feels tighter than the other. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Extend through the heel for a moment. Feel energy extending through both heels. Shoulders relaxed. Good. Bend the knee, hug the knee in towards you. Lifting the head up, keep the shoulders level. And slowly lowering down. Release the leg. Roll the leg. Then we'll bend both knees and hands underneath the knees. You also have the option to cross the ankles, take hold of the big toes, and we'll rock backwards and forwards like a rocking chair. Massaging the spine, legs can come overhead.
Watch your neck.
And then slowly coming up to a seated position. The legs can extend in front of you. So we're going to try something fun. Let's see how it goes. We're going to start by doing rock the baby. Then we're going to bend the right knee, hug the right knee in towards you. And we're going to take hold wherever is comfortable to cradle your leg towards you. So you can either use the elbows or you could use the hands. Just make sure you don't overstretch the ligaments in the ankle, whichever way you do it, okay? And we're gently going to lift the big toe up towards your ear, that direction, without force or strain, so you get a nice stretch into the leg. And very slowly open the knee behind you. You can even twist the torso at the same time around to the right. And very slowly bringing the knee over. You can even shift the torso slightly to the left. And slow motion, moving backwards and forwards. Don't force anything. Have the foot and leg wherever is comfortable for you. So if it's lower, that's fine, respecting your body. Good. Come to a neutral position, and we're going to bring the right arm through the inside of the leg, and then the right hand takes hold of the ankle or the base of the foot, like this. So your thumb can hook underneath, so you're like this. So we're going to put our leg around our head next. Okay, everyone ready? Yeah? Good. Okay, so let's with the left hand onto the heel, see if we can lift up a little bit more. Lifting the foot. Okay. Just do what you can, okay? So we're just holding here, breathing. The back will round a little bit here, and that's fine. Okay. Next, left hand stays onto the foot. Right hand, see if you can pop it down on the floor. Left hand down on the floor now. And then we're just going to see if we can press down through the hands, lift the bottom a little bit off the floor. Just a little. Push down through the hands. Okay? And relax. Don't do anything that hurts, okay? Press down. If that's comfortable, lift the left leg off the floor. Press down through the hands and relax. Good, you all took off. I saw you all floating in the air. Very good. Okay, relax the leg. And we do the other side. So bend the left, rock the baby. Whichever variation is comfortable for you. Foot and the hand or the elbow wrapping around the foot. And gently opening it out to the side, twisting. So there's not a huge amount of benefit that comes to just moving the hip very quickly. So we want to slow motion, open it out, and then slowly across. Do that a few times. Shoulders down, spine as long as you can. Trying to lift your foot up towards your right ear as much as you can. Jaw soft. It's almost time for relaxation. Okay, and come to neutral. Left arm comes to the inside, hooks under, takes hold of underneath the foot. So the back will round here. The right hand can take hold and you can just lift the leg up a little bit higher. One side might be very different to the other side. Notice the difference. Keep the right hand onto the left heel as you try and bring the left hand down to the floor. Right hand down onto the floor, so they're either side of the hips. You lean forward slightly and try and lift the hips up. If that happens, see if you can lift the leg. Smile, breathe, and relax. If you want to try again, press up, lift the hips up. Even if your legs lower down, see my leg's nowhere near my shoulder, but I can still work on strengthening and then relax. Roll the legs. Good. And we do Paschimottanasana, full forward bend. Something simple. Draw the flesh back on the buttocks. Legs extended. We'll start in Dandasana, staff pose, so fingertips either side of the hips, extend through the heels, lengthen through the spine. So if you've got really tight hamstrings, you're going to need to extend the legs and then gently bend the knees to get that hinge so you're at a right angle. Feel that you're growing taller, lengthening up through the spine, shoulders back and down. Work with the breath. Energy through the legs, up through the spine. We'll raise the arms up alongside the ears. Inhale, feel that you're growing taller. Exhale, fold forwards from the hips, reaching hold, taking hold of wherever you comfortably can. And instead of dropping the head down immediately, let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Try and dynamically work for a few breaths, looking forwards. Using whatever part where your hands are taking hold, or whether it's the foot or the ankles, to help gently draw you further forwards, feeling the hip flexors helping you move forwards. The pelvic floor helps you by drawing it in and up to fold forwards. Then allow the spine to relax, the head to relax, and find a place of stillness and quietness where you can simply be. Don't make it a goal for your head to touch the knees. Feel that your heart is moving towards the feet. You can use the subtlety of the breath to help you lengthen. Feel an element of softening, letting go. And gently releasing however's comfortable for you. Choose if you want to dynamically come out of the pose or roll out of the pose. Next we'll do a gentle inversion. You can also do shoulder stand or head stand if you have a practice. If not, you can use a cushion or a block underneath your hips. So we're lying down on the back. We bend the knees, we pop something underneath the hips so it feels stable, arms alongside the body, and then we just lift the legs up. If any of you want to do a shoulder stand practice, I'll give a little bit of guidance, but you can also not listen to me and do your own thing. Any inversion that's comfortable. If you need a blanket for the practice, make sure you're using a blanket underneath the shoulders. Remembering the neck shouldn't be flat on the floor when we lift it up. So we lift the legs up and overhead until parallel to the floor.
bring the hands up to the back. See if we can get the elbows in a little bit closer. Feel here that you're lifting your hips up and then gradually feel the legs straightening. Don't straighten too quickly. Take a few breaths to allow the body to accommodate in this position. Then see if you want to walk the hands up the back. Make sure the chest is coming towards the chin, not the chin towards the chest. And press down through the elbows to move the heart forwards. Feel the legs are filled with helium. There's energy up through the legs. And remember, you can come out whenever you want to. Any leg variations that you would like to do, feel free to do them. One is the Garudasana legs that we did while doing the sit-ups. So bend the knees slightly and cross one leg over the other and wrap the foot all the way around like it's a bind. You can do that on both legs. You can bring the soles of the feet together. You can open the legs out to the side. Good. Keep this sense of helium lifting the hips up. And then slowly, we'll lower the legs down. So if you've got a cushion underneath, you simply bend the knees, place the soles of the feet back to the floor. If you're in shoulder stand, lower the legs down until parallel to the floor, hands back down to the floor for support, and rolling down from the top of the spine, all the way, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. And then relaxing in Savasana. And we'll move into Matsyasana, or, so you all know how to do fish pose. If you want to practice Supta Vrajasana, which is from a kneeling position, you can do that with me. If not, just practice fish pose the way that you normally do. So for Supta Vrajasana, we sit onto the heels. We bring the hands back alongside the feet, leaning back slightly, and we can stay here and work with simply lifting the hips up and arching back. So that's one option, creating a back bend there. For those of you that comfortably can, you walk down onto your elbows, bringing the hands towards the feet, trying to keep the knees down. Find a tilt and tuck to the pelvis where you're lifting the hips away, and then slowly placing the top of the head onto the floor. Open the chest, breathe slowly and deeply here. And maintain that tilt to the pelvis. Openness to the chest. So it's the same in fish pose if you're doing fish. And whenever you need to release, release. Taking slow, deep breaths, feeling the chest expanding. To come out of the pose, lift the head, come back onto the elbows, press onto the hands and slowly coming back up. And then we can release by doing a few cat-cows. So whether you're in fish pose
or Supta Vrajasana, you can just loosen up the spine by a few cat-cows. And come to a lying down position now. You can pop your socks on if you like already and your jumpers. We're going to do a twist and then hugging the knees into the chest for a yoga mudra and then lying straight down. So if you want to, and bye Susanna, Nick, if you're going. So we're lying down on your back with your knees bent, arms out to the side. And we'll cross the right leg over the left leg and slowly knees over to the left side as you twist to move over to the right side with the head. Right shoulder stays on the floor. Breath soft. And then slowly coming back with the head and the knees back to center. And cross the legs. Left leg over right. Knees over to the right. Head to the left, left shoulder down. Let the breath be slow and soft. Gently bringing the head back to center, knees back to center, and cross the legs. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And feel the lower back gently releasing. Slowly lifting the head up towards the knees. And gently releasing the head, releasing the legs. You can cover yourself in a blanket now, ready for relaxation. Making any physical adjustments that you need in Shavasana. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and lengthen the tailbone away from you. And let's draw the awareness to the legs, spreading the toes, lengthening the legs. Spreading the fingers, stretching the arms out. Open the mouth, stretch out the tongue, raise the eyebrows and relax. Now squeezing, inhale, lift all body parts off the floor, squeeze, squeeze tight as you can, hold and relax. And you have the option to squeeze and tighten again if you like. Making any physical adjustments that you need. And then allowing the body to soften and relax. Feel the legs and the feet relaxed. The hips and the pelvis relaxed. The abdomen, abdominal organs and lower back relaxed. The middle chest and the middle back relaxed. The upper chest and upper back relaxed. The hands and arms relaxed. The shoulders relaxed. The neck and throat relaxed. The jaw, cheeks relaxed. The lips relaxed. The eyes, the eyelids and temples relaxed. The forehead relaxed. The sides, back, top of the head relaxed. Feel the entire body soft and relaxed now, allowing the body to assimilate all the benefits of the practice. Feeling the breath subtly flowing in and out of the body. If any thoughts happen to drift in, just let them float like clouds passing in the sky. I'm feeling this deep sensation of peace throughout the body. Feeling with each natural exhalation, the body softens and lets go a little bit more. Gently bring the awareness back to all the senses. Starting to deepen the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Start to stretch out the body. Gently bending the knees, rolling to one side. Taking a moment to give yourself a hug. Thanking yourself for making this time for you. And slowly coming up to sit for pranayama. Having a cushion or something underneath the hips. Making sure that you're sitting comfortably, so there's a sensation of spaciousness in the spine. Feeling a softness in the face. The eyes gently closed. And start to deepen the breath. Feeling as you inhale that you're breathing into the front, sides and back of the body. So the breath is three-dimensional. So you can visualize this sort of like balloon shape as you inhale, this expansion, three-dimensional. And gradually, as you feel comfortable, see if you can feel that kind of balloon shape expanding all the way through the trunk. And as you exhale, you feel that gentle kind of deflating, trying to push all the air out fully before you inhale again. Often we just focus on breathing into the front of the body, but we want to focus on the sides and the back of the body is equally. After your next exhalation, relax the breath. We'll do a round of Kapalabhati. Let's exhale fully. Inhale partially and begin. Try and keep the body still, just snapping the abdomen in and out. Exhale fully. Inhale slowly and deeply. At the top of the inhalation, hold the breath for a moment, shoulders relaxed and down. And then exhaling with control. Relax the breath. Second round, exhale fully. Inhale partially and begin. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Top of the inhalation, hold. Jalandhara Bandha, chin lock, chin towards chest, holding the breath in. Shoulders down. Release the chin back to center. Exhale slowly. Relax the breath. One more round. Exhale fully. Inhale and begin. Exhale. Inhale. Top of the inhalation, Jalandhara Bandha, chin lock. Hold the breath in for as long as you can. Shoulders down, relaxed. As you release the head back to center, see if you can do a slow Ujjayi breath out. And then allowing the breath to relax. Now we're going to be doing some Dirgha Swasam, three-part yogic breath. And as we inhale, we're going to visualize a light or energy coming down through the top of the head all the way down to the base of the spine. So if it helps, you can visualize a colour drawing from the crown of the head down as you inhale. So the breath's moving up as the light is moving down, and as you exhale, you're drawing the energy up from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Okay? So we're moving the breath and the line of energy in two different directions. Let's exhale fully. And then inhaling, drawing a line from the top of the head down to the base of the spine. And as you exhale, feel that line of energy moving from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Continue in this way, slowly and deeply. Feeling that you're soothing and massaging the spine, the nerves, where the central nervous system lives. So feel the breath is cleansing and soft. And don't judge the mind if it forgets what it's doing. So as you inhale, you're drawing a line from the top of the head down to the base of the spine. As you exhale, that line of energy is drawing in the other direction. Face soft, gentle smile to the face. Feel a sense of spaciousness in the spine. Feel a softening in your entire being while you're doing this practice. After your next exhalation, relax the breath. Observe any subtle changes to the body. Inhaling for Om. All together, Loka Samasta. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light, happiness and health and balance to the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Thank you, everybody.